Today, I want to show you a really simple way that Amazon can send you customers on a daily basis for a very small amount of money. I'm going to break it down in detail. I'm also going to talk about why most other e-commerce websites, especially traditional e-commerce websites that you might build, are really difficult to make work with what I'm going to talk about, and so much more. So I'm just going to get straight into it today. So what are we talking about? Well, this is a way where you pay Amazon a few cents to show your product at the top of the search results page when they type in a related keyword. Now, here's what it looks like actually on Amazon. So let's say somebody searched a keyword, they type it in, and all of a sudden at the top of an Amazon page, you will see these sponsored results. Whenever your product is in that top area, you're simply going to get more clicks to your listing and you're going to make more money every time you make a sale. And by the way, if you're doing arbitrage or wholesale, just watch this video because this is something you need to learn, especially if you start to take on more advanced strategies on Amazon in the future. This was going to help you make more sales and therefore more profits faster. And also the big thing about this strategy is it's going to help you control how much you sell because you're going to be able to pay Amazon a bit of money to drive more sales to your product. And also it's going to help you see sales and profits a lot sooner. You see, sometimes when people launch a product on Amazon, they try to just make money organically, meaning they don't run any advertising whatsoever to their product. And as a result of that, they may be waiting months and months and months before they start to see any results whatsoever. I'm even going to show you a case study in just a couple of minutes here of different things that we have done to drive results in this area. I'll show you the sales and a lot more really cool stuff. Anyway, here's how this works, right? Someone goes to Amazon, they type in barbecue grill brush. This is the example that I've put it together for you. And then on the next page, you're going to see results. Now, these were the first two results that came up for the keyword barbecue grill brush, and you can see them there on the left-hand side. So what's great is that you will only pay Amazon money when somebody clicks on your ad. If nobody clicks on your ad at all, you're not going to pay anything because this is called pay-per-click advertising. And it's a lot simpler and easier than traditional pay-per-click advertising because you might have heard people talk about Facebook ads and YouTube ads to drive sales in e-commerce. And I want to break down for you why they're quite challenging for most people. So the problem with most e-commerce businesses is that it's really expensive to get customers to your door. And why is that? Well, great question. There's a few big reasons. The first reason is that when someone is scrolling on Facebook, it's the evening, maybe they're in a good mood, maybe they're not, and they see an advertisement on Facebook, what is the typical reaction of most people? Not everybody, but most people. Yes, you guessed it, right? They're not always too happy. You see these people here, they're really not happy about seeing ads on Facebook, which is kind of ironic when you consider the fact that you get a free Facebook account and YouTube account. The reason for that is because they're actually making their money from advertising, but that's a story for another day. But the reality is people are not happy. And sometimes people are not in the buying mood. They're just sitting at home. They have no intention of buying anything whatsoever. And so you are interrupting them. You're interrupting their social time whenever you try to show them ads on those platforms. And that's what makes traditional e-commerce very difficult to work, right? Because most advertising networks are going to operate on what we call a cost per click basis, which basically means, just like on Amazon, like we talked about, if somebody clicks your ad on Facebook, you will pay for that click. And right now, the average cost on Facebook is approximately $1 to $3. And here's the really big thing about that. You can't be sure that they're actually going to buy anything when they click on your listing. And according to Shopify, the research that I've done, as you can see here, the average conversion rate, which means people who go to your website and are browsing and then actually buy, is, as it says here, between 2.5 to 3% on average. And why is that important? Well, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to show you why Amazon is just so much simpler. Well, for every 100 people that click, 2 or 3 people might buy an item on your website if you have a Shopify store. And think about that. That's $100 to $300 just to get 3 sales because you're paying $1 to $3 every time someone clicks on your ad. So the cost to sell something on your own website typically is very high. Now, if you have a business whereby you're selling other things to the new customers you've just created, that can work really well. But we're not doing that here on Amazon. We want a simpler approach, a simpler way. And I'm telling you today why Amazon ads just in general are a lot easier. It's because of these factors. But see, when you run these easy ads over on Amazon, things change. Number one, conversion rates are way higher. As you can see, I've highlighted Amazon conversion rates range from 10 to 15% on average. And here's the other thing that's important. The cost per click, as you can see here, is 80 cents. So it's a lot lower than what you would pay on Facebook or on YouTube, right? And the conversion rate is 10%. So we have a higher conversion rate, lower click cost in general. Well, what does that mean for us? Well, here's the big thing. It says on Amazon, you get approximately 4 times more conversions than on Facebook. And it's been my experience that it actually can be a lot bigger than that. So what happens is we've got people who come to Amazon to buy things. There's intent there. So it costs us way less to make a sale because people are coming to Amazon to buy things. And I know that sounds obvious, but I wanted to prove it today with some actual data points. And here's some proof from our Amazon account, one of the accounts that we have, of our conversion rates. You can see 15.94%, 14.89%. So again, compared to a traditional e-commerce site, it might be 2 or 3%. Because people are on Amazon and clicking through to a listing, the conversion rates are so much higher because they actually want to buy from those ads. And here's just another one again, showing you 13.16% and almost 12.53% as well. And you can see the revenue that we've done on our account for these items also. So the cost is low on Amazon and the conversions are high, which is a beautiful place to be. But here's another really cool thing you can actually do over on Amazon that is really quite unique. So we have a tool at Marketplace Superheroes we call Hero Launchpad. And one of the really interesting things that we can do is we can look and see our competitors and what our competitors are currently paying for. What are they paying for clicks on Amazon right now? And the really interesting thing is that we can use those different keywords and we can then actually bid on the exact same keywords. So in essence, we can see what's working for other people. We can then bid on those same keywords with a better listing, a better quality product. And in many cases, as a result of that, we can drive a lot of sales. So let me show you what actually can happen. This is an example of a product launch that we had. You can see the stock arriving at Amazon in November 2023. And in the first week, we had 4 sales per day. And then we kind of went out of stock for a few days because the items ran out of stock in Amazon. And then we re-brought them in from the warehouse. And then you can see our prep center. And then we can see up to 50 sales there, which was 7+ sales per day by week 3. That was almost $5,000 in revenue in the first 3 weeks of a brand new item launching. That's the power of what I'm talking about today. Here's the second product launch, right? June 17th, we had a stock arriving at Amazon. Then our first full PPC week, 7.5 sales per day on average. And by week 3, we were up to 12.5 sales per day, which is 220 units sold in just a matter of weeks. Now, if we were not using advertising, we simply could not get these kinds of results. And here's another really cool one I wanted to share. We actually got some organic sales at the start. You can see the purple there, 5 sales, 7 sales. That's what most people would basically accept and get if they were only making organic sales. So if you were drawing that line out, you might make your way to doing 9 or 10 sales. Whereas when we brought in the PPC and the way that we actually do it, you can see there by just a few weeks in, we were sold out, like in less than a month of running PPC. And you can see that big spike in that first week of running it. We had 7+ sales per day, whereas we were making maybe 1 sale a day without this. So this was really just to tell you that Amazon ads are really effective for an Amazon business. This is something you absolutely should learn. And if you would like to learn more about this, hey, do me a favor, go down to the comments below and just type in PPC. And maybe we'll do more of a detailed PPC tutorial for you here on the channel. And also while you're down there, give it a like. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I recommend actually that you take some time to watch this video on screen right now. It's going to take this concept a little further and help you understand how you can grow your business this year and beyond. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.